do cold email outreach for your business, especially in the B2B space for generating leads, you definitely want to watch this video because I'm going to show you some recent test results I had for inbox placement tests when I was working with a company that was having issues with Microsoft Outlook inbox deliverability. Their emails were landing in Google's inbox, likely in promotions tab, but they were getting delivered, whereas in Microsoft they're not getting delivered. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of the ways I troubleshooted this to figure out what the actual solution would be. So really quick, part of the issues, in my opinion, was that they're using MailScale, which is a tool that a lot of people are using right now for setting up domains quickly and inboxes pretty quickly, and they manage their own email servers and they share email sending IP addresses, and pretty much everybody uses it for cold email outreach, which leads to a lot of those IPs getting bad reputations, and your emails themselves are more likely to be marked as spam, especially by more stringent providers like Microsoft. And I'll show you a couple of examples of that. And this is one where only 2% made to the inbox in this placement test from these MailScale inboxes, 97% spam. We got another one here where 80% was in spam. This is where I was isolating the inboxes that were performing the best. And then there's another one. I had a really big one that was 400 and 300, but again, Microsoft inbox 0%, 100% spam, Google 100% inbox. So one easy quick fix solution or way to address this is just to set up your own domains, do this, set up all your domains, stuff happening in MailScale, do it, and set up your own inboxes using Outlook for those domains, and Google Business Starter for half the other domains, depending on who you're sending to. But assuming you're sending to the general B2B market, 40% of all businesses use Microsoft Outlook, and almost 50% use Google Business, Google Workspace. So you are going to want to set up those inboxes, set up the domains, and then for each domain have a Microsoft only. Like if you're going to do 2 to 3 inboxes, make them all Outlook, and then the next domain you do all Google Workspace. And then that in this case there's a chance still that it was the message itself that was causing that spam score. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just MailScale, so I did 2 things. I sent an email using those inboxes instantly to my own inbox that I control, that's an Outlook inbox, and what you'll see inside of Outlook is it'll give you a little spam score and a little report, and mine had a score of 1, which is like the lowest spam score you can get. And if you just go into your email and you do view message details in Outlook inbox, it'll show you this detailed report on the email. It's like an email receipt basically, and if the email is marked as spam, it'll detail why and like what the number was. And the emails coming from those MailScale inboxes had a score of 5, and I sent the same message whenever I sent this email from a Google inbox that I control to this Outlook inbox. It was the exact same message, but it landed in the primary inbox. So it wasn't the message itself, it was something to do with the deliverability of those inboxes, and that's how I isolated it. And what I ended up doing was, and this is the part that I think a lot of people don't do, and it's an email sending IP test. So whenever you look at these receipts, you can also see the email sending IP address. Then that's what you're going to want to take into a scanning tool like blacklistmaster.com, and then you scan that IP, and then it'll show you if that email sending IP is blacklisted. And what we found out was the shared IPs that we were using from that provider were pretty much always blacklisted, even whenever they switched out the email sending IP. And so that led us to the solution of setting up our Microsoft Outlook inboxes and taking the domains into our own management. And the Microsoft Outlook inboxes as a replacement for those inboxes will give two advantages. One, it'll make it where we can do Microsoft inboxes sending to Microsoft inboxes, so we get better deliverability from that. And then additionally, Microsoft email servers, especially in the United States, generally have very high, strong reputation, especially when sending to their own inboxes and internally, like if it's Outlook to Outlook. So that is a solution they came up with, and how I isolated it. That wasn't just the message. It was the actual email sending. It was from the inbox's email sending IP address. And what you should consider, especially if you need help with this, I'll leave a link in the description for if you need me to troubleshoot it, or if you want help actually setting up the accounts, I can assist you with that, or we can at least discuss it. So feel free to click that link in the description, and I can give you a detailed plan or analysis of your current lead generation system using cold email outreach. And what I recommend is to really, if you can, skip that independent email provider, because especially if they're using shared IP addresses and it's a cold email outreach tool, there's a decent chance that you could get some reputation association issues, and then you can be associating your domains and messaging as spam, and it reinforces it in the spam filtering algorithms. And you might as well just start out right by setting up the domain, setting up all the records correctly yourself, which can take a little bit of knowledge, or somebody just knows what they're doing, and then get Microsoft Outlook inboxes for your domains, and get Google Workspace inboxes for the other half of your domains, so that you can do inbox provider matching. And then from there, you're just optimizing your offer and messaging for engagement and replies, and ultimately just people not marking as spam and people engaging positively with it. And that's what we're going to be doing here as I continue to set up these inboxes, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. Have a wonderful day. Peace.